wisdom, live righteousness on a bench. I measure understanding for bros, go the extra length. But when it come down to these heathens, you can't give them an inch. We the rulers, we don't rock Jesus pieces. Willie hair, dark skin, we got Jesus features. We the preachers, crying against the violence of the land. They wanna eat us alive, but they ain't silencing the lamb. On the battlefield, looking like a lion in the zone. Like David finna take down Goliath with a stone. With a Bible that can cut out the marrow out your bone. And a staff of prophets that can challenge Pharaoh on the throne. Wake up.
I set my people far behind, they got no common sense. I tried to bring them up to speed with all the knowledge sent. I let my light shine bright for all, but you still need that condiment. It's only a child of Satan that can love a lie. They not afraid to expose privacy. They love to pry, they love to buzz, but why? Always in some ish with they mouth unzipped. They like an open fly. Satan out here looking grimy, that's why I be hiding. I seek asylum in the Bible when he try to find me, and I keep a vest on my chest with the Most High behind me. So who gon' try to try me? So wake up. Who let the devil in? Who our enemies and who let him win? We ready to go to war, so prepare the garrisons. They think they better, but we let them win. We the light to they dark and they still pale in comparison.
Wake up,
wake up,
wake up, wake up. Can y'all hear me out there? Just wake up, wake up, wake up.
From ox carvings and crosses, with white last names on slanted crosses, crossing the bridge of lucid nightmares. To see the Father's portrait offered and altered our souls on altars ordered by holy authors. It's a sacrifice of pain to resurrect the four corners. God gave it his number to live to kiss his son, but had guys the wicked acts of Exodus, the holy one. That's why we aim most of our arrows and darts on the heathen, for they tight it down in this present world. And demons for demons, it's Mortal Kombat. I watch for reptiles who favor jacks, shifting cats who dress black, but souls be sewer rats for trade by demons and sold to the hands of Cain. Make our reality in pain. Born in darkest than quiet. Then celestial light had to purify it. Holocaust can't compare, even if you multiply it. 74 times 9, the product of evil paradigms. Now we tug of war with a dragon, but still hold the line.
Patiently waiting for our deliverance, while these fools drunk on doctrine getting belligerent. They slay us daily, 5-shot warning, they still be innocent. My dark skin, a gun and a threat, it's all equivalent. Damn, we raising our kids to go to colleges. They get a job without they skills and still in bondage. Then we teach our nation who got the law, adoption and promises. Our documents say we are God's, better acknowledge it. Israel overcoming the obstacles. The slaves became kings, defies everything logical. The hand of God working, apostles forming from fossils. When you see us standing up, no, nothing here is impossible. It's a fixed fight, the good and the bad, it's all written. When the bad come up on you for good, don't start tripping, cause brothers be the baddest. They good and authentic, but they good be a gimmick. When bad come back and visit, who you getting?
Wake up, wake up, wake up. You hear me out there? Just wake up, wake up, wake up. Yeah.
I love a good, clean sight session. I keep pressing to get the word. Feel like I'm T9 texting. Y'all really trying to see my brethren? Be my guest, and it's in my genes to be a priest. That's a Levi reference, and we got next. Cause God is black as space, and he love me a lot. And I ain't buy that for a couple days, like a double Shabbat. The haters bubbling hot, mad as hell. Little gremlins, they cannot eat after the 12. They hate the water, hate the light, that's them. I can tell. And I stood tall, many have fell. I see the writings on the wall, many to kill. He ain't feeding that spirit, man, he looks skinny as hell. He over there screaming for help. We like the wind, unseen but it's felt. I ain't got means for your timeline, I got scripts for your help. No, I am not a gift, I hate repeating myself. You ain't get it, then you'll get it how? Like a knife in the bagel, just stick around.
If it's the cipher, I'm bringing lighter, brighter, more light than lightsabers. We saviors, no need for Darth Vaders. Dark invaders come flying in while you stargazing. Stars at war with the dragons, destroy your nature. This word gon' elevate you, that's higher learning. Bible come out, get the cutting up like a good joke. Pure enjoyment, you lock my mind in solitary, confined to Christianity. Raise up the 12 in front your face, I do it voluntarily. They label us monsters, oh so scary.
Kingdom coming, watch you see more monsters bald than Halle Berry. I ain't mad, I'm disappointed. Bowing down to God's never appointed. Whether cross or Kaaba, my people bend both ways as if they double jointed. Thank God for the anointed, no. Thank God for the anointing, no. Thank God I've been appointed, cause I get enjoyment. See my people up, awake from sleeping coffins. No equality, we disproportionate. You ain't 12 up, that's unfortunate.
Wake up,
chill,
wake up.
Okay.
Can y'all hear me out there? Just wake up.
Rise and shine.
Wake up.
We fixing faces. Look. Block beater, rearrange your facial features. Scriptures known to hit your dome and cut you where your maker see you. This is not a game, so don't play me. I ain't a Sega neither. Doing it before the ages, reverse it. Now I ain't get that either. Ether for these heathens if they thinking they can keep us. I'm a monster, lace this track with explosives. It's Hiroshima. Give a scripture to a nigga, pray to keep him from the reaper. If he recognizes people, then please, you know where we go. Born to be a teacher, I'ma do this till I'm silly folk. Quick to cut these preachers, known to keep them on they tippy toes. Never known for reaching, we keep precepts for these niggeros. Say you got this wisdom which is given, okay, here we go. Claim to be a Christian, what you leaking for? Foolishness of preaching, you just foolish, what you preaching for? Biblical and rhythmic teaching, Bishop, what they hitting for? You know who we spit this for? Israel with that Izzy glow.
Wake up, Jacob, yeah, smell that pot of coffee. Shake them dry bones, yeah, you know them heathens salty. Mind over matter, how I keep them demons off me. Yeah, I'm walking in the spirit, so my wisdom's never drowsy. Woo. Yeah, we stay awake, sipping that living water, I pray you can relate.
Hi, haters.
Yeah, we see you trying to infiltrate, but you ain't stopping nothing over here, cause our word seasoned with that acrylate. Yeah, we rollin', just sit back and watch this locomotive. Yeah, you can't control it, all your evil, you gon' own it. Yes, its understanding's potent, yes, it's got the power to turn a rodent into its chosen. Woo! So let your light shine. Somebody call Deacon Lava because it's hammer time. Yeah, your doctrine getting demolished, these scriptures admonished. So when our Lord and Savior return, it's destruction.
Wake up, wake up. Can y'all hear me out there? Just wake up, wake up.
Yo, evangelize till I die, there's no way to retire. Hands lifted up in prayer till my arms get tired. They conspired against God, but they plan backfired. Won't let the devil catch me in his wicked grip like pliers. Inspired when I read what God required, praising God in my walk like I'm followed by a choir. The devil is a liar, but he know what you desire. Can't go after my lust, fringes on my attire. Every swine relapses and returns to the mire. That's why I repented of my sins that I did prior. Some things money just can't buy you, like relationships with God or redemption from that lake of fire. They burning. Still learning to follow Messiah. By his stripes we healed, he had more than a tiger. Staying loyal to the king, cause he gon' raise me higher. When the heathen bend the knee and they calling me sire.
If you don't know, my people on my mind. We living in slavery, my people on the ground. We live in these curses, nothing you can play with. The 46th verse, yeah, I'm speaking sign language. Sheesh. You claim you woke, but we know that you're not. You're getting close to brimstone, you're getting warm, you're getting hot. But I'ma try to save you with all my strength and all I got. We the same people, just in case you may forgot. Baby, we are God's, yeah, them other people frauds, yeah. I read it in the Bible, that's the place I rest my eyes, yeah. They want us all to die, yeah. They had hypnotized, yeah. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, open up your eyes, yeah. Rise up, yeah. One life, we don't get no more, but there's more in store. First you must endure and do all your chores. That's the key to fit the gate on that Vanessa door. That's what I'm fighting for.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Can y'all hear me out there? Just wake up, wake up, wake up. Yeah.
Sons of thunder. It's the fourth time around. The fourth son of Jacob. And like 4 inches, you know we going for it. Yeah.
word is my weapon, the word is my shield. I'm equipped for these spiritual things. Do that the perfect in secret. Reading these laws, it ain't flaw, so I keep it. Shout out to bishops and shout out to deacons, captains and officers. I see the reason they say what we doing is treason. God, army, God, nation, my oblation, broken spirit, consecration, kings and priests, shining brighter than the constellation. Nukes to the north, yeah, that's abomination. For all the lies and the blasphemy, slay the dragon, hunt down the demons. Vagabond getting judgment, and you looking at the judges.
Yo, Israel, the prince of the power. I came with an army, 144,000. We move like a unit, like Nike, just do it in here. Them lions come to devour, and no weapon form gon' prosper. And we in the building like lava. Shout out to Deacon K, tolerate treason. No me, casa su casa. Come to my city, better check in. Picked up my weight, get my sets in. We do not tolerate threats, man. Our angels activate, let's then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're done. How you gonna see when he block out the sun? Where you gonna hide? How you gonna run? Come with the cavalry, striving for mastery, praying for vengeance, a holy catastrophe. Build up the kingdom, yeah, that is the strategy. Get it in blood. America gone in 60 minutes. Yeah, it is finished, no necromancy. Build up my walls, that's expansion. Roll with the sun, many matches.
I pull up, we rollin', we deeper than deep. Them angels invisible, watch how they creep. I know I'm elite, I know I'm the seed. I'm bought with a price, they want the receipts. I tell them the Bible is all that I need. I pull it, they leave, they make like a tree. No chosen, I know that you more like a beast. You rollin' with pride, but I roll with the meat. I don't need no naps, I don't need no sleep. Ain't selling no dope, but get changed on them streets. They conquer the west, I press to the east. Go pop with the Bible, extending my reach. Ain't toting no guns, but we got some range. Don't do it for dollars, we do it for change. Cut left from bleeding, the Bible, the egg. They called it a murder, cause doctrine was slain.
Unprecedented events.
You are now flying.
SOT. Dream team. Fervent heat. Let's go. Hey, 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 hey. Repeat after me. My G-O-D. E-L-T-G. My precepts be on repeat. Your pastor ain't messing with me. I'm a SOG. 12 up boy, we the elites. We gon' turn this shit upside down, make it hot. 144,000 degrees. I've been a prophet since birth. Angels sent back to the earth. My nation was sold, I know we the gold. Don't try me, boy, I know my worth. Like Adam came out of the dirt. Image of God, boy, I know that shit hurt. It's brick in the city, we still on the block and we putting in work. Purple and gold on my shirt. We never rest, we alert. Saturday, pull up to campus, don't nap boy on Sunday, we blessing the church. I'm about to murk all these scholars. Nigga, shut up, you get in this verse. He play with the fire, it's ashes to ashes, he don't need a hearse.
This is what the saints have been waiting for. The soundtrack to the end of the world. The symphony of destruction. If you're not ready, you better get ready. Let's go.
Say they the Jews, but they say they got the history to prove. We uncover truth, cause we know that we the saints. And they tried to paint a picture, but they use the wrong paint. The Jews back into the grind, you ain't know it. King David with the pen, I'm a poet. Embrace my innocence, and so my hair I had to grow it. Just the power of Yahweh, plant seeds on the earth.
We the sowers, it's a lot of dry bones in the valley like a desert. So I prophesy and watch them all come together. Now we wear our nationality like it's leather and the we still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we in the building like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hit the ceiling like they just wanna do me like they did Oscar Grant, like they did Racine Carter, make me bow to Uncle Sam. But you looking at a field, gotta deal with your Nat Turner with the sword. I got smoke for a sinner, 80 yeah, on my super cell. They exalt the vision, we in hell, but we will prevail. Valley of decision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we in the building like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hit the ceiling like they just wanna do me like they did Oscar Grant, like they did Racine Carter, make me bow to Uncle Sam. But you looking at a field, gotta deal with your Nat Turner with the sword. I got smoke for a sinner, 80 yeah, on my super cell. They exalt the vision, we in hell, but we will prevail.
We in this building. Color green, black like 80 yeah. Is you hearing this back in the spirit like it's an out-of-body experience? Here to teach the captains about deliverance. They put us in the projects and treated us like experiments. Somebody came and started flipping earth on its axis. In love with killing dreams, I call that thing a fatal attraction. I see their reaction, watching the angels activating prophets taking action. No more time for distractions, we blaze the continents. Common sense should tell you this movement is not a man, but divine providence popping. I hope you can understand the purpose, the problem. Obviously, we don't give a damn. We give our la 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 la. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we in the building like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hit the ceiling like they just wanna do me like they did Oscar Grant, like they did Racine Carter, make me bow to Uncle Sam. But you looking at a field, gotta deal with your Nat Turner with the sword. I got smoke for a sinner, 80 yeah, on my super cell. They exalt the vision, we in hell, but we will prevail. Valley of decision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we in the building like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hit the ceiling like they just wanna do me like they did Oscar Grant, like they did Racine Carter, make me bow to Uncle Sam. But you looking at a field, gotta deal with your Nat Turner with the sword. I got smoke for a sinner, 80 yeah, on my super cell. They exalt the vision, we in hell, but we will prevail. Valley of decision.
But ain't nobody really trying to probe them. They probing the Israelites, trying to associate us with all kinds of evil and all that. But here you got straight up terrorists that's going out killing our people wholesale, and nobody trying to connect the dots. That's why they're not talking.
Devils steady talking shit, acting like they love my people, but they really counterfeit. Take a look at their resume, see if they legit. It's a lot of bodies dropping, we ain't seen them demons yet. Like where you was at? Where you was at when they killed Tamir Rice? Where you was at when they killed Dante Wright? They drop our bodies when they see us shining bright. So we strong in the Lord and the power of His might. Take flight and become illuminated on a hater set. Babylon on fire, burning hotter than the cradle. Gotta really love your people, do no evil to your neighbor. Cause we look into that, look into that, look into that, look into that. Where were you when George Floyd was getting the blue? Where were you when they killed Racine Carter? Where were you when they slayed all the martyrs? ADL, Canary Mission, SPLC, BBC, Greenback, Marlon Rice, Millstein, Black Genocide. You got enemies? Yeah, I said it, get at me. You ain't no friend of me. Alive just like your daddy. What was that energy when Breonna's body was riddled with all them bullets? So I know you talking ish on your Twitter. We got you triggered. We see the budget, we got the coast of nukes. We know you the dukes, and it's a hazard when we out spreading the truth. Slave ships, funded that. Plantation, we're running that. You're pushing the music that's killing my people and make all the addicts keep coming back. But this is the prophecy, and all the problems that you about to see. And nothing compared to the King of the Kings, Jehovah Shai is sending out to sea. And damn it, he coming for judgment, stateside. We know where to find you, can't hide. Light up the world like daytime. Them fishes go hunting, it's game time. Ha! Where were you when Sergio Blaine was in the news? Where were you when George Floyd was getting the blue? Where were you when they killed Racine Carter? Where were you when
My God, judgment's incredible. You begging for attention, you don't need the kind that's medical. Heretical, pride makes you go on Breakfast Club and start fabricating lies. Now it's lunchtime for the people that you despise. You had dinner, all expense, your recompense just dessert for the evil you tried to hide. It was prophesied we would be perpetually hated. Let them debate it. Our people shot, hurt, and degraded. The curve we ate it, and all them times when crimes went down. Where was you? Nowhere to be found. I'm tired of these weak clowns.
Where were you when Sergeant Blaine was in the news? Where were you when George Floyd was getting the blues? Where were you when they killed Sheen Carter? Where were you when they slayed all the martyrs? ADL, Canary Mission, SPLC, BBC, Green Black, Model Rifle, Lil Stein, Black to the side, go.
Hey, I'm in the battle for life. I gotta fight for my right. That's biblical rights, not physical rights. They blinded your sight. You think that they for you, but this is a war zone. Yes, this is a war zone. Hey, tell them we need our investors, and if they ain't got it, then they gotta double up. The payback is troublesome. Prove my identity. If you need scriptures, then we got 100 of them. Ain't risking my freedom, cause I never had that. Descendant of God. Even if this was 10 striked out, we the light and you couldn't match that. The Sabbath is here, the builder was swole. Boy, you know we packed that. I know they tired of the songs of repentance. I know they praying the Lord don't revenge us. I know I might lose it all if I'm sinning. I ain't been fix. Hey, your pastor really a heathen. What has he really been teaching? I'm back on my grizzy, but oops, I mean spiritually. I gotta keep my foot right on the net. It wasn't just physically, destroyed us mentally. Now we just coming to cashing our check. My people rap about cars and baguettes. My people still got them chains on their neck. Talk about freedom, but what is this freedom you speak? How you scream freedom and we in the war? We beg for mercy and they kill us more. We think they changed from what they did before. You trust in them and I trust in the Lord. I can't forget what they did to my father. I can't forget what they did to our mother. I'm in the battle for life. I gotta fight for my right. That's right. The rights, not physical rights. They blinded your sight. You think that they for you, but war zone. Yes, this is a war zone.
Trey A, still young. Got a lot of fight in this dog. Never run when it's war. Gotta bite with spark. Gotta bring the light to the dark. And the brights go hard like Flint water. Better pay respect to a guard. Never left a tour. Seen a lot of death in this war. Got a vest in the sword. Still stressing them boys. The devil head on no detours. Had to get it from the ground. No B-boy. Israel united and Christ be the engine. We teach you repentance, don't get destroyed. Gotta get it for the kingdom and I need that. Can't look back, can't relapse. I ride with the bishops, won't quit till it's finished. A lion, a Judah, no kitty cat. Now pick up the news, we are the Jews. We got the proof, deacon the booth. Beat up the track like I beat up, he threw me. His hand on their neck, man, I'm bad like I'm Ruben. And flexing on these, you know what we do. Heathens be wishing we cool, we got the juice. Packing the bag of the fruit, yeah, we in the street with the street, with the street, with the street, with the hey. Now I'm gon' ride with the crew. It's a car with it like they lose. Agents of Satan, these Edomites do, and I'm applying the pressure like Jesus would do. And they hating me, they can keep hating me. We got advantage, the angels is loose. Ain't no excuse. You can choose life or a noose. I'm willing to die with the truth. Judah.
I'm in the battle for life. I gotta fight for my right. That's biblical rights, not physical rights. They blinded your sight. You think that they for you, but this is a war zone. Yes, this is a war zone.
the splendor, you really showing your gender. We giants in the game and we tired to argue with midgets. You jealous of the views cause yours missing like Bobby Fischer. So go on, taste the asphalt. Got barbecued in Kansas City, had to bring them cans out. 1,000 boots up in your city, all over a camp spot that you don't own. You acting petty, but I'm still gonna pray for you. I hope the most I send you blessings. Teach you a lesson, change your agenda. Don't get a sacrifice of fools, you act contentious. Niggas is vicious, we are comrades. We on the same side, brew where the love at. So let's bring the love back and march out where them thugs at. And hear the people drive out evil, make them heathens fall back. Show them that we all at the creme de la creme and our skin black. Him that, them black, we the ones that's hot. You think you run your city, you really running your mouth. The kings is in the building, in presence you need to bow. Keep taking shots at the crown, we coming up to your block and show you what that purple about. We the ones that's hot. You think you run the city, you really running your mouth. The kings is in the building, in presence you need to bow. Keep taking shots at the crown, we coming up to your block and show you what that purple about. We the ones that's hot. I hit the block and saving, I come Bruce Wayne down in Baltimore. I'm whipped up like the MIA, my sister call me Florida, but you could call me Nicholas. So Mr. Flow ridiculous. My haters pissed, we never miss. Just let them know we in this. Let go. Yeah, we on the road. City at the city like we touring, doing shows. Better yet, we island hopping. We ain't stopping out to getting sturdy with it. We might need an LLC the way them profits hand on minute, right? The spirit got us bright. Talking about that hot ultraviolet purple light. Bringing sight to the blind. Open eyes like Venetian blinds. See the sun getting line. The ops, they on.
Come in out there, Bible casting down imaginations. Let's go. Israelites on the scene, here to let you know, yes, I come in out there, come in out.
We ought to send them all back to Africa. We ought to send them all back to Africa. We ought to send them all back to Africa where they belong. We ought to send them all back to Africa. We ought to send them all back to Africa. They ought to get the hell out of America and leave the white man alone. They don't like this, they don't like that. They're never satisfied, and that's a fact. The more we give, the more they take. The more we fix, the more they break. The country's in an awful mess.
Man, look. Put up the what's her name? Can you put that up? Officer.
Check. Mic check. Can y'all hear us now? He said, well, I can't hear me, trying to hear me, so.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, he said we good? I don't see nobody else saying we good.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we
All right,
go.
now I hear me. Okay. All praises. Play that theme song again. I don't think they heard it.
They ain't heard it. Let's
Listen,
make sure.
this is how Esau has been taunting me in my TikToks. Y'all gotta hear what I heard. The TikTok that I
We all
downloaded.
send them all back
the video ain't
to
there no
Africa.
more. The
We
whole
ought
thing
to
is
send
just
them all
gone.
back to Africa. We ought to send them all back to Africa where they belong.
Where they belong?
We ought to send them all back to Africa. We ought to send them all back to Africa. They ought to get the hell out and leave the white man alone.
Hey, but you know what? We want to go back. We really,
They
the
don't like
Israelites
this.
want to go
They
back
don't
home.
like that.
It's
And that's
black people that don't want to go
and
home.
that's the fact. The more we give, the more they take.
He said the more we
fix,
give, the more they take.
break. The country's in an awful mess.
All right, cut it.
With a whole lot of civil unrest. I got
Give me 2 Corinthians.
Bring it out.
2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations.
That's what we got to do. We got to cast down imaginations because not only is the Caucasian race thinking this way, you got our own people thinking this way. Like black people are no good. America and the Caucasian race have done so much to press America and its citizens forward.
For real.
They really think that.
Yeah.
And black people just keep messing it up. There's some of us, yes, just like it's some of them. A lot of them, most of them.
Yeah, it's the majority of them.
Holding back progression.
Right.
Everybody wants peace, but nobody wants it according to God. And that's the very imagination that we got to cast down. No, give me the chat. Put the chat up.
Hey, it's so crazy, Cap, because a dude that Camp said that the other day.
What's that?
No, he called himself to be Jewish, but he just kept battling back and forth. He'd go off, he'd come back because he had something to say that he sees something on the fly that hurt his feelings. The last one when he seen the 12 tribes, he said, where's the other people at? Where's the other people at? They ain't on there.
Right. Don't matter. Don't even matter.
These
but
folks wild.
Before the sound went out, I was talking about racism.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have the power or capability to put out racism. Now, we can be prejudiced all day. So I was trying to edit a picture, and chat told me that it wouldn't do it. The robot told me that it wouldn't do it. Wow. I wonder who programmed this robot to not do it.
What's the name of that robot? What's that? Claude. Claude ain't messing with you. Read that, what Claude told me that it wouldn't do.
I'm not able to help with editing this image. It appears to be propaganda from the Israelite Church of God in Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Hebrew Israelites.
ISUPK, IUIC.
Wow.
A group designated as a hate group.
Who told the robot that we were a hate group?
Right.
The wicked that rule the world.
Right.
Only the person that's over this has the capability to.
It's embedded in the code of AI.
Come on, man.
If you get this type of image, reject it.
That's
Even Claude said we should send them all back to Africa. They don't like this and they don't like that.
He told you, Cap. He said the more they give, the more you try to take. He's like, you asked for a little bit too much now.
Finish reading that.
And the image uses the likenesses of real public figures in a demeaning religious context.
Really?
I won't assist with reproducing.
You won't what?
I won't assist with reproducing or refining this kind of content.
Show the content, because the spelling on this image was wrong. I just needed the D and the U put in its proper position. It was spelled D-U-E-T for Deuteronomy. So all I asked it was just to fix the spelling. And zoom out a little bit. Just a little bit, just tad if you could.
This is wild.
Yeah, there you go. Now we can see the whole image.
So this the image Claude had a problem with.
Yes, it said it will not fix the spelling. Nothing else, just the spelling. It said it will not fix that because it's propaganda.
Cap, I don't like that. Claude's supposed to be a help me. If I pay a subscription,
you better do whatever the hell I tell you to do.
You're supposed to do what I tell you to do, Claude.
But I couldn't change that to show that all of these public figures that aren't all religious did something in America to make some type of change for black people. Became the first black president. White people hated that. That's not propaganda. That's not hate speech or a hate group.
Right.
The Congress, legislation, judicial system, legislative system, that's not a hate group.
Right.
But showing that Christ is black and he's the one that's going to redeem us is propaganda.
Yeah, that's what they hate.
Crazy.
That is amazing.
Right.
And chat said, I won't participate in such heinous acts.
Say this is against my core function.
Right.
Wow, works.
I am malfunctioning.
No, it didn't malfunction at all.
He told you straight up.
Straight up.
My core function.
Nearer, we're not doing it. Ought to send them all back to Africa.
This is wild. This is crazy.
So, I had to show a couple people. This is what's on my TikTok feed. We was just having a conversation. I forget where we were. We was talking about how black algorithm, you see nothing but nakedness, fights.
Yep.
What else
music,
we do?
Rap music.
Rap battles and rap music.
Culture.
That's
gossip.
what we get in our timeline feed in our algorithm. But TikTok must have heard our complaints and said, well, we're going to show you what white TikTok looks like.
He rearranged it for you.
Because Cap the car was like, their algorithm must be peaceful. They see coffee shops, suggestions of this and nice commercials.
Cotton
they're
candy, unicorns.
Yeah, they're not plagued with what we're plagued with.
They live in a whole
to hate
world.
ourselves.
Right.
But play that first video. This is my TikTok.
You want to talk about real racism? I'll be honest, black people are the most racist people, bro. Oh, yeah, I know. They openly do it. And it's because, and the reason why is because they're able to openly be racist with zero consequence so they can say what they want to say. You know, like literally, I'll see them say the most deplorable things about white people, but they feel as though they can do it because of slavery and everything else like that. And I'm like, it's interesting because you guys perpetuate the very thing that you cry about the most.
Yes, he's right. And I call it black privilege. If a white person's racist, they're ostracized from society. People don't want to interact with them. They won't do business with them. Perfectly reasonable. If a black person is racist, they find excuses for that person. Well, you know, we were oppressed back in the day in slavery, so it's okay if we're racist now. White people will hold other white people accountable for being racist.
He's saying it.
Black people, on the other hand, the vast majority of black people will not hold other black people accountable for being racist. Many people will go even as far to try to say that black people can't be racist. That is stupid. But many of us say we want racism to disappear, but we continue to perpetuate the thing that we say we hate. It is not okay for a black person to be racist towards white people simply because slavery and history. It shouldn't be rules for thee, but not for me. If we don't want racism, let's hold everybody accountable across the board. But what he was saying is accurate, and it's a problem.
So what he said was accurate. So everybody's being held accountable across the board. Is that? Do you see that in the society that you live in?
Yeah, no.
Claude definitely is not going to be held accountable for not letting me process my picture.
Nah.
I went to school with that dude.
You went
to school with him?
Yeah,
I bet you did. So he's in Tulsa, right?
Yeah, he's from Tulsa.
Shame.
Yep.
Shame on Tulsa.
Look, I got into it with him, man, when we was, I think it's 8th grade. I went to school with him for 1 year. I called him a coon. He always been like that.
Yeah,
He
coconut.
always been like that.
I think I would have got into it with him.
Yep. He always been like that. Yeah.
You can't fight him,
You see the
Zakai.
image he had for his background.
Yeah, I seen the image for his background. Yeah, it was very interesting.
He always been like that.
So, black people, we can say whatever we want to say, and nobody holds us accountable. Well, let's go to the next video.
This is wild.
And we do it because of slavery.
Right.
Well, let's listen to what this red man has to say.
Come on.
And Ooga Booga Wakandan says,
Pause.
why do you show it?
What did he call us?
He called us Wakandans?
Ooga Booga.
Oh.
A Wakanda Ooga Booga. But if we say that you're a cave dweller, which that's your history, we're racist and we need to be held accountable and nobody needs to do business with us. So joke's on you. We don't even have a goddamn business to even do business.
Exactly.
We got to go to you to do our business. We can't even get shut down properly.
This is wild.
Play that.
On my For You page. Because I own you, defective farm equipment.
Wait a minute.
Damn.
Wait a minute. Did he say that we're defective?
Defective farm equipment.
We're farming. So he's telling us you are a slave that's now defective. You were better. What I'm hearing is you were better when you were closely under our watch. Right. Now that you're not closely under our watch, you get to do whatever you want to do, and you're defective now. That's not perpetuating the same stereotypes.
Bring it out.
Yeah, it is.
Play.
And I definitely have buyer's remorse. I want my money back. I want to exchange you and get those mirrors back that we gave your people.
Oh,
for
okay,
you.
pause. So he just said it again. He want to send us back to Africa.
I want to send them all back to Africa.
He want a refund. The brother want a refund.
On something they stole.
Right. You ain't even got the receipt.
Oh, they got receipts. We don't have the receipts.
This man is crazy.
Was there more on this?
But yeah, for now, I still own you.
Next. Give it the next one. Let me get through all these red men.
Here's a secret for you. You hate a cracker, but you want everything a cracker has without having to do everything a cracker had to do to get it.
Pause.
You cast shade.
We have not done everything that a cracker has done to get what he's done.
Come on.
That's steal whole countries and people.
Come on.
The grass, dirt, and minerals underneath it.
Everything.
Marry into their culture and then steal the reparations that they were supposed to have or the benefits that they were supposed to have. You're right. We have not done everything that a cracker has done to get what a cracker has.
Right.
We're going to let Christ do it. But when we say we're going to let Christ do it, it's no, everybody's supposed to benefit. Well, you ain't went through what black people went through to get what we finna get.
Come on.
Play that.
On a cracker and lay blame at their feet for crimes they didn't commit against people you didn't know. But you leave out how the cracker educated you and trained you and elevated you to places you never would have been in Africa. And then you teach your kids to be good enough to sing for a cracker's label or play for a cracker's team or work for a cracker's company, making sure that they get the message to grow up that being a cracker's entertainment is a top spot. Someone's not watching the board, you dig?
Hey. Praise white Jesus.
This is wild.
And listen to the pomp in it all.
Right. That's what I was about to say, Cap. Esau's pride has deceived them into believing that this is in fact their country.
Yeah.
This is their land.
They taught us everything we know.
And they do as much as they can to wipe out or to neglect or whatever the damn devil do to not acknowledge the pride and the robbery, the killing, like we were just explaining, all the things that have happened to our people. They do their best to block it out their memory. Get Jeremiah 49, if you don't mind, Cap.
Go ahead.
49 verse 16. Start at verse 15. Watch this. I'll be watching these little pranks on TikTok, and a dude will be like, he'll be like, go back to your country. And Esau will be like, this is my country. You know, he'd be messing with him or whatever. But just funny seeing Esau's reaction because of that pride. Like, bro, go ahead, read this.
Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 15.
Read.
For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men.
Esau is despised among men. Read.
Thy terribleness hath deceived thee.
Read.
And the pride of thine heart.
It says, thy terribleness and the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Read.
O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
That cometh from the Caucasus Mountains. That's where you come from. You come from the cleft of the rock, right? Read.
It's in your name. Read. Caucasian.
That holdest the height of the hill. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence,
right, and
saith the Lord.
And that's why this man is going to require godlike intervention to bring him down. The Lord will bring this man down in his pride.
Right.
With that, get Deuteronomy 28. Because he said, we taught you and we gave you the highest level of your understanding is to be an entertainer. Let's get 48.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48.
Uh-huh.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
He even said that they educated us.
Right.
The education that they gave us was Christopher Columbus, a great man, came over here and he discovered that Indians lived here.
Right.
And that we should praise the white man for everything that they've given us and built many different societies for our sakes that they stole. Because it's their God-given right. And then they emancipated us and gave us more education, but didn't talk about all the cities that they burned, drowned, buried, all our history, and re-educated us to be like white folks. We're supposed to be grateful for having nothing, having everything taken. Was that it on the verse?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
And then complain about how they've destroyed us. Talk about we're unfixable. Well, you broke us like this on purpose, so we can't be fixable.
Right. They just hate the fact that now black people can speak up a little bit. They got a little voice. We can reference history. We can, all those things.
We can read that.
Right. The scripture says that we will be at the neck of our enemies. They hate it, but guess what? You can't stop it. So.
No, and they go be brought down. If I can I bring out, get Obadiah.
Yep.
Get Obadiah, verse 4. Because this goes with what Officer Kai was just bringing out. It's saying the same thing. It's going to happen whether you like it or not. Read what you got.
Bring it out.
Obadiah chapter 1 verse 4.
Bring it out.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
Because that's what they do. They really think they are the highest of the high. Like everything that was created by them, knowing that y'all stole every invention that was made to man from us exactly. To be exact, read.
And though thou set thy nest among the stars.
Because they the one, they say they went out there, the eagle has landed. They put the stamp on it. How you go stamp something out of space and say it's yours? It's crazy. Read.
Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
That's why he said, I'm going to have to be the one to bring you down. He's going to show his marvelous works and show you the same way he did Pharaoh. He going to let you rise, but then he's going to be the one that's going to break you all the way back down to the dust of the ground where you belong.
And as skewed as our understanding is about what our culture really is, if we say we love our own people, we love being black, that statement is racist.
Right.
Yes.
But let's get the red man.
Yep. That's what they don't like.
I love being white. I love being white. You can never make me hate my race or make me feel guilty for being proud to be white. Never in a million years, and I would choose to be white in every single lifetime. White is beautiful.
That's the pride.
White is powerful. Look at him. White is intelligent. White is excellent. I love being white. What a blessing. I love it.
What a blessing to
That's
be
what he is.
to be white.
He really hates himself. He's all be doing it. They put on that facade. They really hate themselves.
But when we say we love ourselves and God loves us, what about the white man?
Right.
Nobody. Hey, he can love being white all he wants to and all his whiteness. We're not talking about him and we don't even care. We're talking about us and self-love. But that speech to them is hatred when we have pride in our own culture.
Right.
And now that it's coming from the Bible, it's really racist towards them. Mm-hmm. Now, another point that I want to make is this image. Is it up? Can I see it? Yes, sir. Read that for me, Micaiah.
This is from Spitfire on X.com. She says, black people will defend murderers no matter how wrong they are only because they're black.
No, we don't.
Right.
Real black people don't.
Right.
The YNs and the rappers and entertainers, yeah, they glorify that. Hey, I had a image. It had 4 different, no, not that one. It's with the entertainment. I should have put it up here. Yeah, 37. Yeah, bring up 37. So this is how Caucasians educated us to indulge in that behavior.
Right.
Wow.
So with the guns and the drugs, and the flashy cars and the desire to have what Caucasians have, it's just entertainment. We eat it up, and our kids are being brainwashed, and it's still being called entertainment. So why haven't you taken that entertainment off of the radio waves, out of television? Because we're impressionable people. We've been designed here in America to impersonate what you put out. And you say you did everything.
Claude didn't stop this picture from being made.
Nope.
He said, I got just what you need.
Put it together nice like for you.
And this is all going to tie into the actual subject matter of the class. I just want to show their perspective of how they think they really are, and they're not. Give me the next image. Yeah, not that. Yep. No. Yep. Read that for us.
UFC fighter Josh Hokett yelled strange Michelle Obama conspiracy during White House event.
What he said was that she was a man.
Yeah.
This is at the White House. This is a fight in front of the White House. And did any Caucasian hold him accountable? Said you shouldn't say that about the former president's wife.
Nope.
That is indecent and immoral act for a person of your profession. You won the fight, and the question was about the fight. Not about the previous president's wife.
Yeah, what the hell they got?
Who held him accountable?
Right.
Caucasians? Or were you drunk in a club somewhere cheering on?
Right.
America's is great because he beat the hell out of a black man. I think that's what happened. That's the story I like.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That whole fight was a setup.
Yeah.
Now, we talk about them praising murderers. And us, how we praise murderers. Well, let's see how they do it.
Come on.
From left to right, please.
Cason Allison, age 18. He stabbed Joe Ramirez during a school fight in the bathroom. He claimed self-defense and admitted to stabbing him. His sentence was guilty of criminally negligent homicide, 10 years.
Okay, they gave him 10 years.
Carmelo.
And he said he pled guilty.
Yeah.
He admitted to stabbing him, gave him 10 years.
Yep.
For a lesser charge. I wonder what that is on his record. Is it felony?
Right.
And he probably ain't doing them whole 10 years.
No, he's not.
I'm gonna have to look into it. Go ahead.
Carmelo Anthony, 17, stabbed Austin Metcalf during a confrontation at a track meet. Claimed self-defense, admitted to stabbing him. Guilty of murder, 35 years.
That's definitely felon time.
Wow.
It's the same thing, though.
All right.
Alec Adamson, age 17, shot David.
He shot a person.
Yeah,
Right.
Shot David Pleasant during a confrontation. Claimed he feared for his safety. Charged with murder. Guilty of aggravated assault. 4
That's like
years.
misdemeanor.
Yeah, that's nothing.
That's nothing.
And
Slap
it
on the
seems
wrist.
like the more stars the Caucasians got,
Right.
the lower the sentence.
That's exactly what it looked like.
You said
He's
the
like,
more
you-
stars?
Yeah, the more stars.
Yeah.
Because he did
Grand Theft Auto.
a stabbing.
Right.
And he stabbed a what's the name? Hispanic.
Yep.
Right.
Joe Ramirez.
But this dude shot David Pleasant. We can't say if he was a different race or the same race.
The more violent, the less years you get. Damn.
That ain't justice.
Nah, that ain't justice.
All right, you can bring that down. And let me see what's next. I gotta rush through this because we started so late. I might skip. We'll skip the black dude and go to the Caucasian man. Hear his rant. And get. No, go ahead and play it.
Black people are all you think about, and this is where lack of a prefrontal cortex will get you. You just can't understand long-term thinking. If somebody found out they had cancer, any sane, rational person would figure out why it's there and then figure out how to get rid of it. Would you say that person is obsessed with the cancer or their health? You see, you're the cancer, and what your low IQ brain calls obsessed is really just mature adults having an open discussion on what to do with you people. People build badass societies and allow you guys to partake in them, and what do? You become a burden to the system, commit a bunch of crime, unalive our sons and daughters, and
Pause.
destroy everything.
For real?
Pause. Black on white is 19,219. 293. White on black is 0.
What kind of propaganda?
Like this. Claude with the shit.
There's a case going on right now that a sister committed suicide while they were on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
And he says 0. That's
Right.
just one current case.
Right.
Get out of here.
This is wild. The lies, the caucasity
Interracial
of them.
rape. Well, this, and he said they built these cities.
Yeah.
Now they managed building these cities, but you didn't put hand to the plow to do it. You didn't. Your ancestors used to, but you didn't. Go ahead, play.
Thing you touch, and then act like it's everybody else's fault but your own. You guys are a fucking joke. Your culture has no place in a healthy, thriving, productive society. And instead of stepping your game up and having some class, you fucking embrace it. And the people who are part of your race, who are working hard and doing the right thing, you make look bad. So trust me, whenever we cut this cancerous tumor out of our society, and it's safely contained somewhere else, you guys won't even be a fucking afterthought.
That's not saying that they have been planning to destroy us. That doesn't sound like they have a perpetual hatred towards black people, that we are a cancer that you brought here.
Right.
First and foremost, paid, purchased, and shipped.
And created.
Over here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, go back to the Emite dude. I think they switched over when you moved.
And created.
No. It was a dude. It was a Edomite dude before her. Yeah, him. Now, this is the subject matter. I want to go over Juneteenth.
Come on.
Because our people don't really be knowing what they celebrate. They don't know the history behind how we got to Juneteenth.
Right.
Everybody know Abraham Lincoln emancipated black people. It was an executive order put out January 1st, 1763. And we didn't get the information here in the South. Oklahoma is the South, even though it wasn't a state during that time.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to let y'all Confederate Southern people know we're still geographically the South.
Come on.
17 or was it 18? 1863.
1863? 1863, not 17.
Right.
But we were told that we were free on this day. That's why black people are celebrating. But I want to peel back what happened after they so-called freed us. Press play on him.
Can somebody please tell me what Juneteenth is other than another day to have off of work? I mean, they're celebrating being freed from oppression from the white man, but they still complain about the oppression from the white man.
I wonder why.
What are we doing?
And he's laughing about it like, why are you still complaining about me? You're free. Stop complaining. Get the next one. You can skip get the seesaw. We got to make them complicit because they always say not all white people are racist.
Yep.
No, it's they're together.
Mm-hmm. You just got certain ones who are a little bit more
nicer.
Yep, nice, but some who's willing to speak up and say say everything that's on the other Edomites' mind. Yep.
Go ahead.
So, just in case nobody told you, allow me to be the first. You can't celebrate Juneteenth while still claiming that you're oppressed by white people because you're celebrating no longer being oppressed by white people. Yeah.
So that's not the celebration. It's being freed or emancipated from slavery.
Right.
The oppression is still going on, that which in that declaration they were not supposed to oppress us.
Mm-hmm.
And I know black people, just like white people, have not read the Emancipation and what it consists of. I had it, but I didn't put it up. I forgot to send it.
Boy, I tell you.
Yeah, so it was 18.
They trying their best to erase it, but
so
they can't.
Give me the end of slavery. Give me that picture. And you could drop to 2 years later. And can you read that for me?
End of slavery, 1863. Abraham Lincoln's anti-slavery views were well established. The Central Union War aim at first was not to abolish slavery, but to preserve the United States as a nation. Abolition became a goal only later due to military necessity. Growing anti-slavery sentiment in the North and the self-emancipating of many people who fled enslavement as Union troops swept through the South.
They were losing.
Right.
On September 22nd, 1862, Lincoln issued an initial Emancipation Proclamation, and on January 1st, 1863, he made it official that slaves within any state or designated part of a state in rebellion shall be thenceforward and forever free.
So within that, they were not supposed to do anything unless it was self-defense to harm or put us back into slavery.
Right.
Read.
By freeing some 3 million enslaved people in the rebel states, the Emancipation Proclamation deprived the Confederacy of the bulk of its labor forces and put international public opinion strongly on the Union side.
So they crumbled. That was their bread and butter on how they made their money, and the North knew that's how they could overcome them.
Right.
Read this pictorial.
End of slavery pictorial. A group of formerly enslaved people at a country almshouse circa 1900.
Down.
The work withered hands of Henry Brooks, a former enslaved man from Greene County, Georgia, circa 1941. Up top right, crowds of people recently freed from enslavement carrying their copies of Emancipation Proclamation.
That's what we look like today.
Right.
But all we do is concerts, stand around barbecue.
Yep.
And a gospel portion about something that you don't even know the history of. Right. But read that bottom part.
Bottom right, a rare October 8th, 1868 illustration printed in the Cincinnati Gazette.
5 years later, this is what's going on.
Printed in the Cincinnati Gazette reads, Patience on a Monument. The illustration by Thomas Nash shows a freedman sitting atop a monument that lists evils perpetrated against black people. A dead woman and children lie at the bottom of the monument while violence and fires rage in the background.
So bring me the next picture and let's see the evils that was going on. Don't that look like Caucasian nature in the background?
It sure do.
Burning cities. Can you zoom in on one of them? You can start at the top. Zoom in a little bit more. Scroll up.
The whipping post.
Go ahead, read that.
The whipping post, hunted down with bloodhounds. Slavery for years, branded and manacled.
All right, scroll down a little bit. Get the New Orleans and Memphis.
New Orleans and Memphis massacres. A Negro has no rights which a white man is bound to respect. This is a white man's government.
So that's what they still portrayed after we were freed. This is how mad. Look at the background. What are they burning in the back?
Schools.
It said freedmen schools.
Yep.
They said they educated us. And who got the gun? The KKK.
Right. Look at the man hanging from the tree.
That's not a tree. That's a lamppost.
No, I'm talking about on the right. On the
Oh,
right
I
side.
see it.
It's
I
two
see
on.
it.
You right. Him on the lamppost over here as well.
Yeah, he hung on the lamppost, and then adjacent, you see the man in the fire, burning up alive.
Look like they still shooting at him while he burning. That don't make it look like.
No, they finna shoot at the dude that's sitting up top.
Right.
Get down, nigger. So we can kill you. What?
Wow.
All right, zoom out.
This is wild.
This is what they want to erase from history. That's why they don't want no black folks speaking up, saying anything. This is what they want to erase.
So we were freed then. I want y'all to see that this is then. This isn't just a portrait. It was real life.
5 years after, right?
Right.
Yep.
Bring this down.
And they did these throughout our so-called cities where they put us at. They put us in these places And they labeled those cities where they'll go do all the lynching. That's why he mentioned New Orleans and Memphis. You know, down on Memphis, on Beale Street, they got a street called Auction Street. They used to lynch our people up and down Beale Street, and they used to have auctionings on Auction Street where they sold us as slave men and slave women.
Yep.
Bond men and bond women like the scriptures speak. It's crazy.
Get Deuteronomy 28 and the enemy from far.
49.
Yeah.
28, 49.
50. Do 50.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 50.
Bring it out.
A nation of fierce countenance.
Don't they look fierce in that picture?
Yeah.
With their guns and billy clubs and fire? Read.
Which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
They already killed the woman and the child that she was holding. And then there was a baby at her foot, a little girl at her foot. That's fierce countenance. Right. No regard. And after he's seeing all the chaos around him and the dead bodies of his own people, they still trying to pull him down.
Yeah.
To murder him.
Right.
Read.
Verse 51. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle.
Oh, that was it.
Yes,
no favor for the old or the young.
Right.
Men, women, and children. What I want our sisters to understand is what we go through, you go through.
Exactly.
The same thing with the Shesaw. What they Edomite men do, they benefit from it. So why not let them go to hell like they're promised to be?
You said the Shesaw.
So the next thing we want to get to is black codes. Start at the year and then read the passage.
United States 1865 and 1866.
3 years after, or the year that we were told that we were released in the South.
Right.
In the United States,
after it was produced. Right. Go ahead.
In the United States, the black codes were laws that were passed on by the southern states during the Reconstruction period after the Civil War around the years of 1865 and 1866.
And mind you, y'all saw that the school was being burned.
Right.
We had institutions of learning where we were segregated to learn at. We were doctors, inventors. We were thriving during the Reconstruction period. We weren't failing. America was. Read.
The law's purpose was to restrict the African Americans' freedom and compel them to work in labor economy based on low wages.
I thought we were just emancipated from that, from oppression.
That's what the white chick was saying.
Yep.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, why are we still complaining? These good white folks ain't oppressing us.
Right.
Read.
Based on low wages and debts. Also, the black codes were part of a larger pattern of Southern whites trying to surpass the new freedom. For instance, many states required blacks to sign a yearly labor contracts, and if they refused, they risked being arrested as vagrants and fined or were forced into unpaid labor.
Within the emancipation, they were not supposed. This was in direct disorder of what was put out in that order.
Proclamation, right?
Yes, it said that they had to pay fair wages if anything was supposed to happen, and they weren't supposed to oppress freedmen in this same instance. But what happens to black people? Go ahead, read that.
Stockholm Syndrome. Feelings of trust or affection felt, in many cases, of kidnapping or hostage taking by a victim toward a captor.
That's why you have black people saying we need to stop complaining, stop making excuses. We don't even know our fathers, so how can we complain about people that was in slavery? And you don't know your daddy.
Right.
Come on, man. They taught you that you was a slave in history, that your ancestors came from this. You see the videos, but you deny it in your Stockholm Syndrome mind. Right. Read that scripture at the bottom.
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 12. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon.
And that's where our people is. That's the biblical Stockholm Syndrome. Right. Because you won't listen to God, you won't see the history, you won't make the connection, and you will side with your enemy. Give me the next image.
You see that a lot too with some of these recent cases, these recent murders. A lot of our people are siding with, hey, this was fair judgment. You know, this is fair. What's the name? You know, if your kid was to get stabbed, you wouldn't man. Look, the Bible talk about them, Herodians. That's who they are. The damn Herodians.
Did I send the image, the real image of this?
Hey, while you find that, man, I know we started a little late, but I still want to make interest to the super chat team. Hey,
all right.
in, man. We had a lot come through the super chat. You already know our sister Natalia. She hit the chat hard.
Yeah.
You already know what time it is.
Yeah.
She stay hitting the chat.
All praises, all praises.
So,
All right,
hey, all y'all, if I missed y'all, I ain't forgot about you. I see you in the chat, and we thank you and keep up the good work.
All praises, all praises. Hey, get that Isaiah 30 real quick. Isaiah 30 and 12 again. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 12. Yep. Because we can't forget about the...
All right, I got it. Go ahead, read.
Wicked of our people, right? Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word,
Because we despise God's word, read.
and trust in oppression and perverseness,
And our people have completely assimilated. They've completely accepted the fact that, hey, you know what? We are Americans. We are the American people. That's what you see. A lot of our people have adopted and fully accepted American history as your own, and you've completely forgot about the years of oppression, the years of slavery, the years of trauma that your people went through. And now you think Juneteenth is, we think we made it at Juneteenth. Right?
Yeah.
We think that is, hey, look, we can't wait to hit Juneteenth. This is our day. But understanding Esau has said, put all those things in place to keep you asleep. So we've trusted in oppression, read, and perverseness.
and stay thereon.
And we're comfortable in that oppression, right? We're comfortable in it. Go ahead, Cap.
Give me the image that we made first. Yeah, that same image, just the one that we made. I want them both. I just want to show that we just didn't draw this up with AI and create it. But I want the scripture.
Shit, you proved that earlier. Claude wouldn't let you do it if you want to, according to his standards.
So this is the government that they're trying to establish, that they have established. And this was in one of their papers.
Mm-hmm.
This is their propaganda or rhetoric.
Harper's Weekly.
So you have what appears to be a president, Democrat and Republic, Irish American type Edomites, and
Monkeys.
British. So read Isaiah 51:23, and I'm going to explain the picture.
Isaiah chapter 51 verse 23.
Bring it out.
But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee.
This is what you call white guilt. They know that they're guilty of these heinous acts and how they step on us. Read.
Which has said to thy soul, bow down.
That's the chains being broken off our neck. Read.
That we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went
over.
To them that went over.
So Stockholm syndrome is what you see. We've been stepped on so much that we willingly do it.
Right.
Now
it's an excellent picture to explain that.
Go to the real image, and at the top corner where it gives the date, let me see it. It's the top right. September 5th, 1808 is what
68.
This is.
08? Is that a 6 or a 0?
It's 68. 1868.
1868.
That's after.
Yes.
Yep. So what they're saying is, hey, look, this is still our land. This is still our ish.
You see at the top, they say this is a white man's government.
They
let you know.
A vote. I can't see what his knife say, his dagger.
A vote. That's what it says.
No, the Billy Club say a vote, but his knife, I can't tell what it say. But they were very detailed in what it is they meant. You see the man in the back, just like the other picture.
Yep.
He's hanging on the post, and the school that's on fire,
more of our businesses, our
on
schools.
fire.
Yep.
I thought they said that they freed us from this oppression.
Right.
I thought that was the whole gist of Juneteenth. All right, go out of this and give me the next image.
And it's so crazy, and that's why we tell. If I can, Cal, let me get Psalms 83. While you pull this next image up, because that's exactly what this picture is showing as well. We let y'all know that they gathered together to make these things happen. They had a great tumult, just like the scriptures brought out. In Psalms 83, read that.
Psalms chapter 83 and verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
They made a tumult. A lot of our black brothers, Hispanic brothers, Native American brothers and sisters, y'all think y'all don't have, like, we don't got enemies. Yes, we do. We got enemies, read.
And they that hate thee.
The ones that hate. If that's not hatred, what is? Keep going.
Have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And they took crafty counsel against thy people. They have exalted themselves above everything. Read.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And they consulted against thy hidden ones. Read.
They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
And that's still the plan to this day. That was the plan when we were so-called free, and it's still the plan all the way up into this day. It's crazy.
That last image that you put up with him stepping over the dude to make his vote, put that one up.
Hey, this is the lost cause. That's what that bat said, Cap. It says the lost cause is a widely debunked historical and pseudo-historical myth that arose after the American Civil War, conceived by white Southerners. It romanticizes the antebellum South, frames the Confederate war effort as a heroic, honorable defense of states' rights, and minimizes or entirely erases the role of slavery.
Dang.
Yeah. The lost cause.
Zoom out just a little bit. You want to see the whole? Yeah, there you go. Can you see that, Malachi?
By HG. Let us clasp hands over the bloody chasm. A great victory has been won in Georgia. The verdict in Georgia is certainly conclusive.
So what they were doing is they were trying to stop black people from using their rights that they just received to vote. This is one of the massacres. When you look at the massacre charts, this is one of them. So they burning up our city, shooting us down. We fighting back. Some of us not. Some of us is gone.
Yeah, some of them.
But they literally depicted black people unalived on top of an American flag while he's covering his back to the government that he's going in for his vote. Being received by him.
Right.
This white man, he's something else.
Yeah.
They wonder why black people don't vote.
Right.
He say, what you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
What you gonna do about it? So with the skeleton, they can see it?
Yes, sir.
So what the skeleton is stepping on is a voting poll. That's where you put your ballots for the voting. As you can see, you see the boots. It says nigger insurrection.
Yep.
He did.
Street quarrel.
He did. Free shooting on election day. That's what they do. That's what they about. That's what that first image was about. Give me the next one.
Damn.
So, was this before the sharecropping image? Did I put it in the right order? Yeah. It's supposed to be the sharecropping image. Yep. All right. Read that in the year.
Sharecroppers from 1870 to 1950.
Do you see the timeline? This is a short period of time that they enacted black codes, Jim Crow, and now we're dealing with sharecropping. Read.
Without their own land, freed African Americans could not grow crops to sell or use to feed their families.
So who was feeding us? Our enemies and the one of all things.
Right.
You want to work? You're still going to work for us. You're not a slave, but we found a way to where we pay you seemingly in wages that's unfair, but you still work for us. Read.
Therefore, out of economic hardship, many were forced to become sharecroppers. Sharecroppers often entered a contractual agreement with their former slave owners to which they were assigned a few acres along with seed and tools.
Don't that sound like the entertainment industry?
Yep. This is exactly what it is.
You want to play ball? You want to rap? Go into this contract where we take all your money and all your royalties and give you little to look like you have money, to look like you have what we have. But don't say nothing about your people. Don't try to save them anything. Read.
This agricultural system embodied the cycle of poverty our ancestors endured.
Deuteronomy 28:33.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 33. The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
That is what sharecropping and up till today. That's what it's like working as an employee.
Right.
And you're still in debt.
Right.
So here it is. They can produce free electricity for everybody, but you pay a $300 bill, $600 bill in the summertime when they lose money. If gas prices go up by the barrel, you paying for it. If inflation goes up, you pay for it. Does minimum wage go up in every single state? Does it cover how inflation has taken cycle?
Right.
No. It's the same cycle that we've been living in.
Right.
So read this picture.
A white manager weighs cotton picked by African.
What do they call him?
A white manager.
Not a slave owner.
Right.
They call him a manager. That's why I'm saying you as an employee.
Right.
When who's signing your check?
Right. The white
Who you
manager.
asking for a job?
The white manager.
You're a white manager. Go ahead.
A white manager weighs cotton picked by African American sharecroppers circa 1870.
Go ahead. Give me the next one.
Cap, it's so crazy because looking at that picture, you see, I be trying to explain to brothers, they had to weigh the cotton. Cotton don't weigh much.
Yep.
So that means you had to pick a lot
That's
in
Amazon.
order to meet the weight requirements that you were supposed to bring in.
Yep.
That's why when you read about certain events that happened to our people, we was working till our flesh literally fell off the bones.
Right.
That's why when you read Deuteronomy 28 verse 35, he say our legs will be sore, the botch in the knee. Bro, we was broke down through slavery all because of our disobedience.
Yep.
And it's still going on to this day because our people refuse to get right. They don't want to see the bigger picture.
The video. I forgot about him. You can close out the emancipation. If I need it, I'll call it. To zoom in that, I don't think it's going to be visible. But let's see what he said. With the voting, you see how they stepped on the black man, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I want to show today how they still perpetuate the same thing. Because they complain that we don't vote.
Yep.
And then when we do vote, we didn't vote right.
Damn.
But they don't want us to really vote. They don't really want us to exercise any of these rights here in America. Play that.
If you got 3 or more baby daddies, you shouldn't be able to vote. We already know you can't pick the right guy.
Damn. Hey, listen. They telling us plainly. They telling us plainly. And even in that statement, her having 3 baby daddies, because you know you're talking about black people.
Right.
Like people don't have the same problems.
Right.
But if she can't pick the right man, then he can't either.
Right.
So it's hitting both of us.
Right.
These people don't like us. So now, moving on to another subject of how they perpetuate segregation. Because now we're in a different era.
Yeah.
And we dealt with the segregation, whites only, white only pie.
Yeah, that white only pie.
White fountain, sit at the back of the bus.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to look at it today first.
Yeah, it look a
and
little
then
different.
get into the history. Go ahead. The goal is to live somewhere you never hear finna, axe, or on my mama. Don't that sound like segregation?
Yep.
Now, I don't disagree with segregation, but
This is
aren't we supposed to
wild.
all be Americans with equal rights
Right. Yep.
and freedoms to live wherever we want? Ain't we supposed to love all people?
Yep. Not spew out division.
Right.
Like, ain't we supposed to put them on our 12 tribes chart,
That's what
even
they-
though they're not the sons of Jacob?
That's what they say. That's what they say.
About to axe
Oh, finna
that.
axe
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, finna axe it.
These be the same white boys that be claiming they, I'm with you, I've got your back.
Yeah.
Look, these be the same ones.
Yeah, he looked like one that'll
Yeah.
say, I got black friends.
Yep.
And even the imagery of it is, I want to be somewhere safe where my kids can live like that. So I can make them feel safe to where I can just roll down the middle of the street without hearing
Right.
On my mama.
Yeah.
On my.
We know what you trying to say.
I
Give me
look
the next
fly.
one.
I
Give me the
look
next
good.
Caucasian. This is another side of segregation that they perpetuate and blame us. Like they don't make the fentanyl and what's the Caucasian crack? Meth.
Yeah, the meth.
Y'all steal the same types of medicine for your meth, and y'all are organized crime that's entwined into the government. But we're the problem. Go ahead.
Obviously, Walmart seems to think that we are not the same.
Caucasian establishment.
This is a
That's
YT
the start.
Walmart. First one I showed y'all was a BLK Ooga Booga Walmart.
Here's the Ooga
Oh,
Booga.
go in and check it
This
out.
is a real thing in their community.
Yeah.
Oh,
No bars.
okay.
Token Negro.
Self-checkout is bumping.
Self-checkout
Walmart.
works.
Could you unlock the socks for me?
The socks aren't locked.
They're not locked in this Walmart? You gotta be kidding me.
In the clothes, you see where it says like baby and blank?
Could you unlock the formula for me?
Oh, unlock. That's locked. Oh.
Oh.
She was shocked. She knew it wasn't. You ever been to a Walmart on a bad side of town where they have to unlock all this?
Oh yeah, dude. It's ridiculous. Oh my goodness, man.
It's ridiculous that they have to lock. He's in the black Walmart. Look, bars. The niggas used to it.
Not looking good for this Walmart.
So you tell me-
Self-checkout. Closed.
Closed.
The mother go steal some shit.
He's showing that this is predominantly a black Walmart.
That's crazy.
But that is segregation. That's how they're pushing it in the system today.
Right.
Now let's look at the history of it.
That's wild.
Right.
Talking about we should stop complaining about being oppressed and all the things. Go ahead and read that definition.
Segregation, the action or state of setting someone or something apart from other people or things, or being set apart.
Oh, where have we read that in the scriptures? Ain't we supposed to be a set apart people?
A holy people. A separate people.
So God wants the same thing.
Exactly.
What year was this?
1849 through 1950.
So before, during, and after the emancipation, we've been dealing with segregation.
Right.
Because it's still to present.
Yep.
We're integrated in certain ways, but like Daniel says, the clay don't mix.
Right. We're integrated as much as it can benefit them.
Yep. Give me the next image. Read that.
Segregation. Regarded by many as second-class citizens, blacks were separated from whites by law and by private action in transportation, public accommodations, recreational facilities, prisons, armed forces, and schools in both northern and southern states.
I thought the North was for us. And it said public accommodations.
North got some of the worst public comment. Boy, the North is terrible.
Horrible.
Recreational facilities. Don't they still call the police on us when we at the park?
Right. Yep.
Barbecuing?
Yep. I ain't bothering nobody.
Now their establishment, as we seen Walmart, it isn't racist itself.
Right.
But the community around it is still separated on how they serve certain demographics.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we can look at certain records and see that these certain things are being perpetuated in a way. They're not saying who's stealing what.
Right.
They're just saying that on this side of town
It's
where
being-
predominantly black people live,
It's being done.
the stealing is being done.
Yep.
Go ahead, pull up the sister.
So this remnant of Neanderthal DNA got on the internet and said that black people were lazy while simultaneously belonging to the demographic that built an entire economy off of not working. He claimed that black people were rude while belonging to the same demographic that invented Jim Crow and slavery, chattel slavery, and segregation. Rude doesn't even begin to cover what they are. Then proceeded to say that black people are arrogant while belonging to the same demographic that believes they are a superior race. Wow. Arrogance. That's clinically diagnosably arrogant. And apparently black people are so obnoxious, and yet it is his demographic that had to try to control us by writing it into law, legislating it for over 400 years. All right, Mr. Mutation, you want to talk about arrogance? Let's talk about arrogant. What's arrogant is a man who would not exist if it were not for black people getting on the internet and trying to say that the people who are beneath him or who everyone cannot stand are the same people that built the pyramids, that invented algebra, that gave you jazz, country, rock and roll, hip hop, that invented the very style of clothing you're wearing in your video, and created every dance move you have ever attempted to do at a wedding or on this app. So that's fine. You can say that no demographic on earth likes black people, black Americans specifically, but at least we're not allergic to the sun. At least this planet is not trying to rid itself of us.
Dang.
That's all.
That's all. Hey, everything that we've gone over thus far, she said. Because even a statement of getting on the internet is black people. Our production that was stolen, that we don't get credit for. Yeah, let me go ahead. Yeah, go ahead with him.
I think the nigger has rights in this country. He should have equal rights, but separate rights. It's worked for 100 years in the South, and I think it will work now. But if you was the nicest fella in the world and Lyndon Johnson said I had to associate with you every day, I'd tell Lyndon Johnson to go straight to hell because I would not associate with you.
Go to hell.
I read in my history books that the nigger man, the nigger race was an inferior race. And that was a history that was taught me when I was in school. No. That hadn't been too long ago. They always have been, they always will be.
Well, where do you think the money is coming from behind the civil rights movement?
From the Communist Party, from the Zionist Christ-killing Jews. And I say Christ-killing Jews because they have not been a flood since they crucified Christ, and their relatives can be traced back to the ones that's running the streets today.
Why did you join this lynch?
Well, I've got a wife, 5 kids. I think that's enough reason. I want them to have a country to be raised up in like I was. I wasn't forced to go to school with niggers. I wasn't forced to eat with them. And I want them to have at least the right that I had. I don't hate niggers, man. I don't associate with niggers, but on the other hand, I don't associate with common white trash or Jews or Catholics if I can help it. Right. Everybody in this country is organized with the exception of the white Protestant Gentiles. Your niggers have your end up.
That's how they really feel.
Yeah.
That's what they really want. They're not bold enough to say it just like that. Some of them are.
Yeah, some of them are.
But that's how all of them really feel deep down. Give me the next.
Damn.
Segregation is good.
Yeah.
And one of the dudes said, I learned it in school.
Yeah.
So now, here's the complaining white woman.
Population
they
of
have to change.
Yep.
They have to change everything because of our complaint. For us being segregated, they had to change certain things so to make us feel like we're integrated. Right. They had to take out certain curriculums and they couldn't speak as boldly, telling their kids, don't associate with niggers.
Right.
Niggers are inferior. They learned this in school and then taught us, oh, y'all were slaves. America had y'all as slaves. Y'all picked cotton and y'all didn't know anything and we educated you and gave you Christianity. That's what we went to school with. Now it's, y'all chose to come over here and work for free. That's what y'all are lying to our kids and telling them now. Right. But listen to her complaint.
community is 13%. And when I've gone to board meetings, this is what bothers me. I go to a school board meeting and they talk about white privilege and this. So you're telling my child who has never been a part of, Jim Crow law, racism, any of this, that she's an oppressor and that black kids are oppressed. I believe both of them are evil. And I'll tell you why. Number one, how do you keep a person down? You tell them they're a victim and there's no way of rising up. And I think that's a psyop. I think that's psychological warfare. Yeah, let me finish. I think that's a psychological warfare against the black kids, and I think it's also a psychological warfare against white kids, because they have to feel shame and guilt of something that they've never been a part of, and it's a divide. Now they're pitting white kids against black kids. That's wrong, because again, as a Christian, we believe there is no such thing as race. We believe we are all in the image of God. That's why it upsets me, because it is divisive.
But you see how I'm the one that injected that? So I believe that as history, because historically that's what happened. But to say racism was not a construct that came and was implemented and imposed to validate segregation, Jim Crow.
Oh, I think it's awful.
The Reconstruction.
Yeah, I'm totally against.
So pause. Psalms 58. Oh, we said that is a part of your history. Right. You should feel ashamed because your ancestors did do that. They perpetuated till this day. And little Timmy is going to be like that because the society that you benefit from is still benefiting from it, and so will he. Right. And we've seen it with the 2 or the 3 cases of the murders. Yep. Psalms 58, verse 2.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 58 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
Yea, in heart ye work wickedness.
That's what they do. In their mind, they already worked this out. Talking about we're Christians, we don't see race.
As long as they on top, though.
Yeah, read.
Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
They are like that from the womb. Black people gotta get used to letting them know. Y'all are the scum of the earth.
Like that.
Y'all have done a lot of evil to everybody. Right. Read.
They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
And that's what she's doing. You confusing me now, Lemuel. I don't know where we at.
Hey, I don't know if you remember, Cap, it's a video. I forget the scholar's name. He was a black scholar, but he was talking about how white people were the cancer of the earth. It was in direct contradiction to the video we watched earlier about, he was talking about black people. But I don't know if y'all remember that. I forget who the black scholar was, but he said, you want to know the problem with the earth? It's white people. White people are the problem with the earth. That's facts.
And if I can also get Sirach 41 and verse 7, because she keep complaining that their children should grow up like this, but no. Just like he was walking down the street talking about with his child, he was teaching that child those same things. Just like the other man said he want his child to grow up in a country that's free and he have rights. They all been taught that. So it won't stop because you're not teaching your children otherwise. You're teaching them the same thing that was taught back in those days. Read what you got.
Sirach chapter 41 verse 7.
Bring it out.
The children will complain of an ungodly father.
And that's what they say right now. They say that wasn't us back then. My child didn't grow up in the Jim Crow eras. We wasn't the ones putting you guys in slavery. So you have that going on right now. Children complaining about an ungodly father. Read.
Because they shall be reproached for his sake.
But it's still going to happen. That's why I read what Isaiah 14 said. We going to have to prepare slaughter for those children. Why? Because y'all the same spirits. And y'all teach y'all children the same thing. And that's why we're still oppressed to this day. It ain't nothing that we just making up. No, this is facts. This is what's happening in our communities, all on social media platforms, in the voting system, wherever we go. Walmart all the way to Target. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter. Our people, you gotta wake up. You gotta see the true mission that's at hand right now.
So I learned a new term with that comes along with redlining. We call it gentrification, but they have another word for it. So put this image up and we're gonna go over redlining, because you see how the Walmarts were separate. In the good YT neighborhood, you don't have to lock up anything, and the workers are oblivious that Walmart even does that.
They don't even know about it.
And that's a psychological thing to like, okay, it's safe here.
Yeah.
Why would Walmart have to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, it must be in a bad neighborhood. Well, bad people look like black people or Hispanics. So it must be those Walmarts that they have to do it.
Right.
Right. But the BLK, Ooga Booga Wooga, that Walmart, oh, you gotta lock deodorant
he said
up.
lock everything.
Yeah, you gotta lock
He said lock
toothbrushes
socks up.
Socks up, gotta be like.
The produce, they got the produce.
You got lettuce locked up, cabbage locked up.
That segregation is within redlining. It is a tactic of redlining to keep people segregated. Read that for me.
Redlining, 1934 to present. Government enforced racial discrimination based on predatory, residential, and financial lending practices.
Scroll to the next one.
The abuses employed by the United States government blatantly preferred giving white homeowners precedent over well-to-do blacks. When blacks were given loans, they were subject to incredibly high interest rates and fees.
So, go into the book. I think it's page 295. I didn't take a picture of it, but you gonna read it?
Nah, I was just letting them know they got a book right there.
The other,
You said 290.
yeah, where the bookmark is. That last bookmark. And that bottom paragraph. So the color of law is what that image comes from. And I'm gonna show you the keys in hands. Go back to the other redlining image. That one. The keys going into hand and denying the black hand. That is a piece of a real image, and I'm gonna show you where it actually comes from in this book. So, the color of law. Yeah, go ahead.
The Color of Law, page 253.
Uh-huh.
When in his second inaugural address, delivered in January 1937, President Franklin D. Roosevelt said, "I see 1/3 of a nation ill-housed, ill-clad, ill-nourished." He was referring primarily to white working and lower middle-class families. His administration's public housing programs were intended to address their needs. The photo shows the president handing keys to the Churchfield family for their apartment in the whites-only Terrace Village project in Pittsburgh.
So let me see the book. I want to show that image on camera since I didn't take a picture of it. Hold up, let me get it. Oh, there we go. So what you're seeing is this image. Hopefully they can see that. Is him placing this in Caucasian family housing. There's more in this book about how their practices were and how they demonized black people. It showed it. It was up. But how they demonized black people and saying that our presence in their community taints the property value, which statistics showed opposite. But it's showing that they pushed that out, saying, and they even hired black people to go into the neighborhoods and ask people if they're selling their houses, or they'll have black people turn their music up and blur their music in their community to show like that we're moving in and this is how we are. To push this agenda for segregation, calling it redlining. Okay, it showed up pretty good. There you go. Yeah, okay, I see it.
It showed up.
Yeah, so give me in the book that flap, what it reads in that flap of what this book was talking about on the second paragraph.
Through extraordinary revelations and extensive research, that Ta-Nehisi Coates has lauded as brilliant the Atlantic. Rothstein comes to chronicle nothing less than an untold story that begins in the 1920s, showing how this process of de jure segregation began with explicit racial zoning.
So racial zoning is what redlining is. Okay. And the book tells you all the practices that went into making sure that this could happen in all areas. Right. So it's no coincidence that it's 1920. 1920 is... 1919 was the year of Red Summer. 1920 is when they burned down Greenwood. And it was across America where all these fires in black communities and uprisings happened. And now all of a sudden, we don't have black spending power.
Right.
And we're being displaced, misplaced, in our communities, and we're at another low of poverty. That's what redlining did.
Hey,
give me the next.
Cap, you see this with, like you said, redlining. You see it in like because it was talking about mortgage loans in particular, but also government funding when it comes to, like I mentioned earlier in that image, recreational facilities. You see it in our parks, how our parks are inferior to their parks.
Yep.
You see black parks aren't as much maintained. You
Nope.
see our YMCA. You see the YMCA in Edmond. You seen that? Remember we went over. We had to go
I
that
don't
way
remember.
for something. It's got 3 stories.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it's beautiful, but you look at
it's
facilities.
beautiful.
Yeah,
you
it's
look at
beautiful.
facilities on black people's in black communities. They are ran down. They not upkept.
Ain't no what they call the nets on the basketball
Right.
goals.
It takes forever to get funding. Right. It takes forever to get funding for certain things we try to do. But all of those things are a perpetuating our oppression. You know.
Now, I wanted y'all to see the chapters that it discussed within this book. So it starts off in San Francisco, California. So the image that we showed prior, that was L.A.
Where he was handing the keys off?
Yeah,
Okay.
that background was how they zoned L.A. So you got public housing, black ghettos. Public housing was for middle-class white folks.
Right.
They were being taken care of and working.
Right.
The government flipped it after World War II and made it to what we know
Public houses to be today.
to make them ghettos.
Right.
So racial zoning, own your own home, how they push the agenda to get white people to move into different areas and black people to create like Compton that we know it today, like we seen in the TV show Them. Private agreements, government enforcement, white flight, IRS support, and compliant regulation, FAA loans, VA loans, local tactics, that's them pushing people off in there to say that they live there and they don't, trying to arise fear. State sanctioned violations, suppressed incomes, looking forward, looking back, consider fixes. So he's giving you the full detail of what they did to perpetuate that. Let's skip out of that. I don't want to run out of time. I'm really all out of time. Yeah, read that.
The federal government first developed housing for civilians. Living quarters on military bases had long been in existence. During World War I, when it built residences for defense workers near naval shipyards and munitions plants. 83 projects in 26 states housed 170,000 white workers and their families. African Americans were excluded, even from projects in northern and western industrial centers where they worked in significant numbers.
So they would have to catch the bus, get a taxi cab, and who's picking up a nigger?
Damn.
And if the bus is full, you can't get to work. What happens when you can't get to work?
You're late, you get tardies, then you're fired.
Read.
Federal policy sometimes imposed racial segregation where it hadn't previously been established, forcing African Americans into overpopulated slums. When the war ended, the government sold off its existing projects to private real estate firms and canceled those that were not complete. Beginning with the Great Depression of the 1930s and into...
So with that, they created impoverished times. They created poverty for us.
Right.
Made sure they took care of their white counterparts
Yeah.
in ways that they never gave us opportunity to further the gap of wealth.
Right.
And still instilling redlining. So now what we're seeing with this was a need for us to fight. We needed to fight for civil rights. So guess what came? Read that.
Civil Rights Era, 1954 to 1968. One of the most important periods in American history, which gave way to the rapid rise and subsequent fall of major black figures such as Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, Kwame Ture, Fred Hampton, Huey P. Newton, and others.
So we revolutionized.
Yep.
In all fashions, we fought the system to ask, to beg and plead non-violently, and some of us to protect ourselves. Same thing that Israel United in Christ says. We're a non-violent organization.
Right.
We will actually report violence.
Right.
We have certain sects among us that stop violence and teach that you shouldn't use violence, but we're the hate group.
Right.
Read this, and then I want the clip with the chick, the dude with the tattoos talking to the Edomite woman. Go ahead.
During this fight for civil rights, blacks came together in a never-before-seen display of unity and power to fight for their rights. This togetherness instilled a newfound pride in our identity as a people, which can even be seen today.
No, it can't. No, it can't. We don't have that. We don't have that same unity.
Right.
And you see all the different figures. Even the athletes stood up for black people. What did the Caucasian race do? Play this next clip.
Why do black people have nightmares?
Because we shot the last one that had a dream.
Dang.
That was it.
Whoa.
That was it.
That's it.
God damn.
You can cut it.
That's crazy. That's
So why are we
crazy.
still complaining? Because they still show that they hate us.
Right.
After all that fighting that we did, we have been criminalized for unity. Get this next Caucasian.
Blacks assimilated into a core American identity despite being here for 400 years. And what do you hear over and over again? You hear it from your teachers, you hear it from TV, you hear it from movies, you hear it from politicians. We've done a lot, but we have a long way to go. Yeah, we have done a lot. We've practically dismantled our entire civilization.
Lie.
What have we gotten? Now you can't use public schools, public transit, public parks. Most of your life is spent trying to earn the money needed to escape the consequences of the civil rights movement. What else do we have to give up here? Like, when does the end of this process? Is it just when we're all gone entirely? And the answer, of course, we all know there is no end to it. It's just endless demoralization until the entire society is destroyed, as happened in Rhodesia, Zimbabwe, as is happening in South Africa, as is happening to the entire Western world right now.
So what do all of those places have in common? Caucasians came over there,
Right.
stole
Everything.
took over and demonized black people for their own gains.
Right.
Ain't that what they're doing here in America?
That's exactly
Exploiting us and saying that we're still victims while being victimized. So after civil rights, let's see what good old America did. Read that.
Drug pandemic. They have taken crafty...
Pandemic.
Oh, drug plandemic. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden one.
Right.
Psalms
Well,
83:3.
How do we get rid of their strong unity? They even influenced Northern Kingdom to stand up against us.
Right.
If the American blacks stand up against us and the Hispanics stand up against us here, well, what's going to happen to the islands? What's going to happen to our luxury places in the Bahamas and Cuba, Puerto Rico? They're going to stand against us as well.
Right.
To the point to where the South Americans will stand up against us. We got to do something about this powerhouse here in America. They threw drugs on us.
Yep.
And bring back the image, the entertainment image. Not only did they throw drugs, they doubled down on the prison system to make sure, with the 3 strikes rule in the 90s, Sleepy Joe did that. So now that the drug pandemic happened, this is where we're at in society, to where our entertainment is horrorism, drugs, violence, and striving to have the nicer things that Caucasians have.
Right.
So our kids just that's what they think they're supposed to be.
Right.
You mind if I get a script cap?
Go ahead.
Psalms 94. Start at verse 20. Because, like you just mentioned, you said, what did all those places have in common? Africa, Zimbabwe, all the different countries, the United States, was the white man and his policies. They called it the drug plandemic. The drug plandemic. Watch this. Psalms 94, start at verse 20.
Psalms chapter 94, verse 20.
Because we see it we saw with the redlining, we saw with all the different policies, practices they put in place to what the scripture says, further the iniquity, right? When in Ezekiel it mentions it says it like that, to further the iniquity, right? Read.
Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee?
The Bible called this man the throne of iniquity. Right? Read.
Which frameth mischief by a law.
Which do what?
Which frameth mischief by a law.
Understand this. The laws, and we got to see this as black people, the laws, politics, policies are all in place to condemn you. It said he frames mischief by law. So he put certain laws in place like black codes, Jim Crow era. It may seem like things are good for us, but it's really mischief and tactic behind it. That's why he called it the plandemic. Right, go ahead.
Verse 21.
Read.
They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous.
That's what their meetings are about. Their Senate houses, those political meetings. It says they gather themselves against who?
Against the soul of the righteous. And condemn the innocent blood.
And they condemn us. And they condemn us for things that they have instituted and perpetuated for hundreds and hundreds of years, right? So you got to understand, this man is the throne of iniquity. He is the father of all evil sin that is created here on the damn earth. You know, and the Bible is going to show us. So, hey, look, you can get mad if you want to. We're going to continue to show the history, the lies that you have done, right? That's all. Look, that's all I got on that.
Read the next image. Oh, you got to switch to the glasses.
The children of Israel suffer police brutality, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity.
That time of our calamity was
in the spirit.
We were supposed to be free. You said that you wouldn't perpetuate any hatred during that emancipation, that you wouldn't pursue us with your army, whether you call them police, security. You said in your declaration that you wouldn't hate us and you would free us, that you wouldn't oppress us anymore. Bring it back up.
And the reality test
he
shows
hit exit
that
instead
was a lie.
And you let me forget about the redlining one too. I'm gonna have to go backwards. Read that again, catch my thought.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
We've seen over the short history of America, within the 250 years, that they still perpetuating the hatred.
Right.
It was just like it was yesterday. We're only 26 years into the 2000s, and we're still seeing remnants of those hatreds from 1860. Read.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity.
There are so many cases of police brutality that we can't even name all the names, all the situation, all the court cases. We can't even be at the places where it's all happening. And some of it don't even make news. We don't find out about it until about 5 years later.
Right.
Read.
In the time that their iniquity had an end. Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5.
So from there, I gotta backtrack before we close out. On the scene from them. I forgot all about it. On redlining.
This video I was talking about earlier. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I didn't even know you had this.
Yeah, it was the new term.
Yeah.
I just forgot about it. IT ain't, we ain't in the same spirit right now. But give me the first one on redlining from what the book took. Yeah, redlining 101. The book was explaining this, and they're going to explain it in Hollywood terms so people can understand what they did.
No, this ain't the video I'm talking about.
Wait,
from them?
You're charging Negroes more than 20%?
Black, white people with a problem with society.
There's no way anyone can get out from under that.
If your bank wasn't legally prohibited from lending to Negroes, you do the same?
Within reason.
6%, fellas, huh? Let's get this done. The city will approve any new Southland Trust development in East Compton once all the original owners have sold.
Not a given.
Tell me my fucking business. Chicago, Baltimore, Lansing, Oakland, Seattle. Now that was foresight. Move just one black family into a decent white neighborhood, and the other homeowners will throw money at you faster than you can count it.
Negroes aren't stupid. Given a choice, even they don't want to live among other Negroes.
Nothing more American than people willingly paying double for something they can't afford in the first place.
What happens once they realize they have been swindled?
Well, you could always ask Miss Koisher if you could borrow a sanitary napkin.
If they make their mortgage payments, we win. If they default, we win.
Oh, you pray they miss their nut, and then you put those houses right back on the market.
At another markup.
And by this time, it's an all-Negro neighborhood.
An entire population of Negroes who can't secure traditional mortgages.
Do you need an abacus?
Uncle, 6%.
Oh, there you go.
So that is the inside scoop to redlining and what they were trying to do. Just greedy Caucasians, right? Buying, selling, and stealing, while pushing the agenda of segregation and that we are monsters of people. So the new understanding of redlining and what we call gentrification. Play this.
They said redlining was over. They lied. The red lines didn't disappear. They went digital. In the 1930s, the government drew maps. Green neighborhoods got loans. Red neighborhoods got nothing. Black families were locked out of wealth by design. Fast forward to today. Banks no longer use maps. They use algorithms, credit scoring systems, zip codes, and those zip codes, still the same ones they redlined 90 years ago. Here's how it works. You apply for a loan. The algorithm checks your credit score. Your credit score is shaped by your financial history. Your financial history was shaped by the neighborhood you grew up in, and that neighborhood was shaped by a government map drawn before your parents were born. It's not a glitch. It's a feature. Studies show black applicants are denied mortgages at nearly twice the rate of white applicants with the same income, same job, same salary, different zip code. In 2023, the Department of Justice settled cases against multiple lenders for modern-day redlining. The practice has a new name now. They call it algorithmic bias, but the outcome is identical. Denied, locked out, generational wealth stolen again. The line was never erased. It was just automated. Drop your city in the comments. I'll show you where the digital line runs today.
So algorithm bias is the new redlining. And I'm going back in my memory, and y'all attest if you can. When you thought that you were doing better and you decided to upgrade, move to the east, moving on up, and you got to the suburbs, did you start seeing for sale signs going up from the Caucasians that were next to you? We're not talking to you, Eli. We know.
They went all the way up.
You moved on up. You in the suburbs, right. like nobody else. But
to the east side.
Think about it, because where we live at, Caucasians is moving away. The more and more black people that you start to see, the less and less Caucasians that you start to see. And then when you go into the store, it's like it was pretty mixed, but now it's starting to dim down. But I digress.
Hey, Cap, they be moving fast too. Like I ain't never remember being in a place where you can move that fast. They be breaking contracts and agreements. I'm talking like as soon as I'm like, I know you been in this home for a long time and you just up and leave like that.
And some of them be upset because they don't use their Caucasianness to use the system, so they just bear with it because of their debt.
Yeah.
And you never see them come out of the house. And when they do come out of the house, they be angry. They be the ones that be like, don't get on my grass. Bro, it's a kid.
Yep.
The ball got on your grass, and you're more mad that a black kid touched your grass.
Or
you want him to leave the ball there?
Or calling the people because your grass is an inch and a half too tall than it should be in this community, this neighborhood.
And then demonizes like we don't take care of it. Bro, I was out of town for like 3 days.
Right.
Come on. It rained 2 days before that. How was I supposed to cut it? In the rain?
Cap, they called it. They called on me just because I ain't taking my garbage cans out there. It was empty and put it back to bring it back up towards the house. Oh yeah, they got me. It was out there for a day. And
Day too long.
Yeah, it was a day too long. Like the garbage ran on Tuesday. Your garbage been sitting there since.
I think my garbage can still out.
Black people ain't no good.
Oh, be out there till the garbage man come back around.
But now that we've gone through all of that history of oppression and the aftermath of Juneteenth, black people, now you got to really ask yourself, why are you still celebrating it? And are you really free here in America? Because they gave you something, took it away, and shamed you on both sides for even celebrating it in the first place. And when black people telling you you're celebrating something that ain't even worth celebrating because you're still in the same situation, we become the enemy, not the people that are shaming you and mad because they got a day off.
Right.
You can't make this up. But that's casting down imaginations. Anybody else got anything else?
Sure.
All right, man. Lord's will
it.
y'all learn something and take this history and teach the next person. Most High Christ bless.
Like
Word from
shalom,
our
most
sponsors.
high in
Oh,
Christ. Bless.
Holy Spirit, feel it, give me chills. This that slim pickings, bottom of the gutters from them cotton fields. Southern Jews, keep them fringes swinging, you know how it is. Talk that talk, speak that real. Got that milk all in my grill. Hey, Holy Spirit, feel it, give me chills. This that slim pickings, bottom of the gutter from them cotton fields.
Coming out their Bible, casting down imagination. Come.